We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. It's close. This battle, so much hype. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Good jab to the body. Fundamentals always help. Perfect counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. She got out of the way of that right hook. She blocks the uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. They exchange punches. Nice counter shot by her. She wasn't ready for that counter. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. Swing and a miss with the jab. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back.
And there's the bell for round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Her stamina is off the charts. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice job getting that punch through. A lot of effort being exerted here. She got clipped by that counter. How about that time counter shot? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Clarissa Shields is in trouble. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a... On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. scores with that counter. She misses with the jab. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Clarissa Shields just got clipped. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and...
Whoa, Johnny. Clarissa Shields is in trouble. Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round. Here we go to the fourth round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. Good counter shot by her. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Down goes Clarissa Shields. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Shot from the gods, they...
Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort...
It looks like she's going to survive the round, but just barely. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just... Back into the fray here in round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Punch lands. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Some fighters, they think, you know what? My chin's so hard, it's like granite. She thinks her chin is like granite. Some people's are like glass. So she needs to be careful because granite can turn to glass with just one more shot, one more. And then it's a mental thing more than anything else.
Back Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. The straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That counter shot lands. Stamina is... This is the beginning of round 6. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hold that thought. Clarissa Shields just got clipped. How did they survive that?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A perfect counter lands. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. That right hook won't score. Incredible work rate. This fighter expending a lot. And Shields is down. Let's see that again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is a very important break here for this fight. Here comes round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Nice counter. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
A shot from the gods took her out.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something.
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3.
One round. And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how these two fighters respond after both got knocked down in the previous round.
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a golfer. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
She catches and counters. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang tip.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Oh, and there's no way they're getting up from that. It is a clean knockout. She knocked the wind out of her, and it took her off her feet. Look at... It happened. You saw it.